Hello, darling. I am Michelle Boom Boom Courtright from the park at West Point Apartments in Yukon, Oklahoma. I've been with Case 20, almost years, and I'm here to answer some questions today. First question.
Michelle, how do you balance your property's needs according to your budget?
I learned to manage the property, not let the property manage you, darling. Everything is operating well. It will surely reflect in your budget. Now, maintenance, they must be truly knowledgeable in troubleshooting their problems, not replacing parts until they fix what's wrong. Knowing when to fix and when to replace is the key. Giving tips on things to check for appliance replacement, this you can rely on your overall maintenance. This will save you time and money. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to make your own decisions. Listen well, ask questions, but involve them in the decision making. Let them be a rock star with you. Then there's keeping up with their supplies and stock. Running out of supplies can throw you over budget. This can delay time management. If they have to order, they have to make 2 trips. And they're gonna have to order more quantity. Now we all know that there's special circumstances to overspending. Just try to save somewhere else. How's your lighting situation working out for you? We have an enormous amount of bulbs on the community. Leon and I work together to make sure they're really doing the lighting inspection weekly. Let me tell you, lights can blow your budget, so stay on top of it. Make your porters own it and rock it. Next question, please.
How do you stay consistent with your P&L?
Well, having a rock star attitude is the key. Stay consistent and keep your eye on the total package. You're not only responsible for your spending, but what you're charging the residents and receiving in payments. Look at your budget under the other income category. Did you know they budget what you will receive in income each month? Garage, pet rent, late fees, Cox commission, bad debt collections. That's just to name a few. You have to meet these goals as well as your A&E numbers and maintenance spending. That's right, darling. We make sure our garages are not sitting vacant. And you know what? We don't waive everyone's late fees. We're honestly trying to collect on those bad debts. Managing your P&L is a fine balance. You gotta watch not only your spending, but your receiving as well. Now, I also keep an eye on my occupied and leasing numbers. My posse knows how to figure out their number of leases and move-ins they need to hit their goals. I've taught them what affects the gross potential rent. Do you know what moves your gross potential rent up or down? Renewals. If you have an increase, that will make it go up. Move-outs that had a discount that moved out, that will make your gross potential go up because it goes up to market again. A move-in that has a discount, that will make your gross potential drop when they move in. I've also explained to my management team why rent increases are so important. I help them not to be so frustrated when they raise rents. This is a good thing, people. It helps move our end results. I can make them accountable for the good and the bad. So if I believe we can, then they can believe it too. It's for real. Of course, this is a no-brainer. Keep those numbers up. This affects my P&L all across the board in the here and the now. If you are being like the rock star that I know you can be, keep those numbers up. Then the rents go up, and in this term will help you meet and exceed your P&L and your goals. I meet with my crew every summer and winter to talk about making sure they turn those utilities off. I even have my housekeepers go in after the carpet installers and the carpet cleaners because they like to keep that air and heat on in those extreme temperatures. So keep them off, make sure you're checking them and you're communicating with your staff. All the water leaks on your property, fix them immediately. High utilities can put a big crunch on your budget, monthly and annually. Next question, please.
Isn't it true that you've collected 100% in the past 5 out of 8 months? What daily priorities reflect your monthly outcome?
It's thanks to my staff and my crew and my posse. I can't say enough about your daily priorities. We check our voicemails every morning and call every single person back. We want them to know that we've heard their needs and we want to take care of them. We always take care of their complaints and we document those noise complaints so we can track those troublemakers. Daily resident retention is the key. This is my #1 priority. Treat them like a rock star. Turnovers cost money. You want to track those work orders. Maintenance should be completing them within 24 to 48 hours. To help prevent this from going over, I have my lead pull a report once a week, every Friday, and make sure he's on top of his game and his staff is too. My fans are constantly being reminded that they can make an extra $100 by resident referrals. I post them on Facebook, social media, door knockers, and I let them know. I keep a banner up all year round so they too can make a lot of money. My final tip on this is that I always look at my balances when I'm plugging in my bills. I write down everything that they buy so I can learn what their needs are and how much they spend. And I know when they're going over. Next question.
How do you monitor things daily? Do you include your team in the financial performance of your property?
Well, of course, darling. Having a rock star staff is the key. You just do it. You keep your eyes and ears open at all times. If you hear an upset resident, you listen and see what your staff does to ease the situation. You get up and get involved if they need help. Let them try first and learn. And if they can't, make them listen to you deal with the situation and learn from that experience. I make sure I don't ever see upset residents or employees. I always try to make it better. My door is always open. One other thing I like to do is drive around, check it out. I like to do it before or after lunch. Find a time that works good for you. And finally, always keep your eyes on your numbers, both leasing and collections. And some of you know, I am so competitive, it hurts. So that helps, of course. As far as including my entire team on our financial performance, absolutely. They know our goal is a great community, leads to great numbers, and for them, even greater bonuses. They understand that everything they do affects our outcome, not only in business, but in life. If you believe it, you can do it. So go out, managers. Be great. Rock Red 18!